oh man, this movie theater usher brought you home. Shame on you. I'm like, shame on Ben. Like,
Yes.
this adult just had your child in the car with him. Like, he's
I
not a
think
police officer.
this could be considered kidnapping.
Literally, like,
Could be. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Random Episode. This is the podcast where you watch a random episode of a TV show from a random series that neither of us have watched before. I'm Varun.
And I'm Christie.
And as always, thank you, Lars Jesus, for our great intro song. Now, this week, we are talking about a American classic, I'm sure a fan favorite, but surprisingly, one that neither Chrissy or I have ever watched before.
Yes.
So we are watching Growing Pains. And this one was not a totally random pick.
Yeah.
We will talk about why, but we are watching Season 7, Episode 3, In Vino Veritas. This one aired September 28th, 1991 on ABC. And the episode summary from IMDb says, a homeless remedial student comes under suspicion when Jason's wine collection starts to disappear. Now, Christy, what did you know about the show before watching it?
I mean, as you already mentioned, I think everybody who's our age knows about Growing Pains, and I feel like most people our age watched it. I will say there is probably a chance that at some point in my life, like it was on in my house, but I was young, right? So this was like, I feel like this was like a little too early for us. Anyway, so I always kind of associate this in the same realm as Full House, which I did watch, but to me, it was kind of like, maybe like Growing Pains came first, so I didn't watch that. And then when Full House came out, like that was more the right timing for me. I don't know. I loved Full House. When I think of Growing Pains, I first think of Kirk Cameron, who you know is like the brother of Candace Cameron.
Correct.
Okay, so you're very familiar as well with the
Very
Cameron
familiar.
family,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So I don't know, like I just feel like I think about the 80s and 90s, the Cameron family. That's, I guess, my first like thought when I think of Growing Pains. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I've seen a little bit of Growing Pains. I mean, seeing the actors. I mean, Alan Thicke for sure. I recognized him, big time actor, and the other people aside from Kirk Cameron, everyone else I wasn't super familiar with.
No, and I looked them up, and I don't think many of these people went on to do big things, other than, of course, Leo.
Except
We'll talk about the
for
Leo of
Leo.
it all. And I
But
should have mentioned, even though I thought first of Kirk Cameron, I also think of Leo.
I did not think of Leo. I had
Oh,
no
okay.
idea that Leonardo DiCaprio was in this show ever,
Oh,
let alone like a whole season
interesting.
of the show. Is this? I think this is how we got to
Interesting.
start, really, right?
Yes, this is definitely like the jumping off point for Leonardo DiCaprio. And it is actually shocking that I didn't watch this show because the like obsession that I had with Leonardo DiCaprio in the 90s was very intense. So,
I'm sure.
yeah, like I guess I feel like if back then streaming had been a thing that I could have like gone back and like watched it all, I would have. But instead I was just like I had Romeo and Juliet, I had Titanic, just play those on repeat. That's all I had. But
See,
love
I
Leo.
thought that. Have you seen the movie What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
I have, but I don't think it was a genre that I enjoyed. So like I don't know if that was like that's not like Leo as a heartthrob
No,
in
no,
that
no.
movie. So like that wasn't like my key like Leo moment.
That's the. I didn't see that in the 90s. I saw that, in the 2000s or so.
Mm-hmm.
And I always assumed that was his earliest thing because he's
Okay.
a kid in
Yeah,
that
yeah,
one,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But no, I had no idea that he was in Growing Pains.
Yeah.
But
But
go
you
ahead.
want to know what's crazy is so we watched this episode and like spoiler alert, he's like a child teenager type
Right.
character in this show. He was either like 17 or 18 when he filmed this. Like he was
Wow.
older. And then because I was like, okay, so this was in like 91. Titanic came out in 97. Like it's not that much after he plays this like child in Growing Pains that he's Jack Dawson. So
Crazy.
it's crazy like the evolution of Leo. And now of course he's just like everything. He
I
does
mean,
it
and
all.
not in acting and in just his whole body, right? Like again, you
His
said
whole
he's
body.
17 here, and
His
he
literal
is
body.
a complete baby
Yeah,
face in
yeah,
this
yeah,
one.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And as you said, a few years later, and he's now in Titanic playing
Yeah.
a heartthrob.
Yeah, it's crazy. So just
Yeah.
the evolution of just like a couple years of the 90s. And then he just like literally, I mean, I was one of those teen girls. I had posters of him on my wall. I
So
would
did
like,
I.
I would like buy all the like Teen Beat magazines and stuff. And like I had walls of just like the heartthrobs, and he was very prominent on my
He
wall.
was front and center.
He was like the front and center. Yeah. So, yeah, I just feel like it was about time that I saw him in his breakout role.
Okay.
So, yeah, there you go.
There you go. I mean, the only other I did want to say, I did recognize the youngest sister, Chrissy, played by Ashley Johnson.
The little one?
Yes.
How
So
did you
I
recognize the little
recognized
one?
she hasn't done much since.
Okay.
I think she's mostly done voice acting. So she was one of the voices in the show Recess. Do you remember that one?
Of course. Recess was an amazing show.
Yes, she was one of the voices in that one.
Ah.
She prominently is the voice of, and your husband will probably know this one, the game Last of Us.
Yeah.
She is the voice of one of the main character, Ellie, apparently. But what I think I recognized her from was the Mel Gibson movie, What Women Want.
Okay. Yep. Yep.
And I'm pretty sure she plays like Mel Gibson's daughter.
Do you know that movie like well enough that you could recognize an
Yeah,
actress?
I really liked I liked
I feel
what
like
women want.
I feel like I've seen that once in my life.
No,
That
I've seen
oh
it a couple
wow.
times, and I
Really?
recognized her. Yeah, yeah.
This is fascinating that you are so into Mel Gibson. What women want.
Huge Mel Gibson fan. You had Leo posters. I had Mel Gibson posters,
Still
and
do.
still do. I
Still
stand
do.
by him. Everything he's done, his
No.
whole body of work, socially and
Do
professionally.
we? Do we?
Not really, but
No.
no. Yeah,
Okay. That's interesting.
I do remember What Women Want. I
Yes.
liked it, and I recognize her from it. So
And it really stuck with you.
yeah, Ashley Johnson, way to
Okay,
go.
that's interesting. But did you knew this was like a family sitcom,
Yeah,
right? I
and I
mean, like I
watched
guess you could insinuate.
right, and again, I watched this with wife producer Carrie, and she loved Growing
Yeah,
Pains
she watched it.
growing up, right? So she loved it, and she even said that you know, uh, that Growing Pains walked so that our other '90s sitcoms, family sitcoms that we love, like Step by Step,
Yeah,
Boy
yeah.
Meets World,
Everything
like
on TGIF essentially.
all of
Yeah.
those could run
Yeah.
because of Growing Pains. And I get it.
Believe
I get
that.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean there was definitely some sort of connection with Full House at least. And then I feel like Full House kind
Yes.
of kicked off like TGIF.
I
It all
think so.
comes
Yeah.
from there.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we like knew what this show was. And it is kind of surprising that we didn't watch it. But here we are, finally.
Finally, we are
30
here.
years later.
Finally. And getting back to how this is not a truly random episode.
Oh, yes.
So, the three of us decided that we really wanted to choose an episode with Leo in it.
Obviously.
And since he is only in the final season, season 7
Yeah, I
of
didn't
Growing
realize
Pains.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. So we had to choose one episode from here. So we chose episode 3 from the final season of Growing
Yeah.
Pains.
Yeah. It's a lot of seasons.
Yeah, good for them. And this one
Did a good
again
job.
ended in 91. And as you were just talking about
Mhm.
Full House started in 87 and
Okay.
had 8 seasons. So that one kept going
Yeah.
well into the 90s.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so let's dive into this one.
Let's do it.
I mean, the recap does a pretty good job, right? It is the recap that they give us of what's happened previously. We come to find out that Kirk Cameron's character is okay. Is he a teacher?
Well, do we
I'm
find out?
still confused about what he is. What is he at
supposed
this
to be
high
a
school?
teacher. I I do have questions about his age.
Lots of questions about his age. Lots
Lots
of
of questions
questions.
about his maturity level, his age, his
Yes.
job.
Yes.
They make it seem like he's a teacher. He's definitely working in a school with kids,
And he's wearing a
and he
tie
wears a
every
suit.
day
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah,
school.
yeah. So like he's a professional of some sort.
So I definitely feels like that he is at school, he is a professional, he is
Yeah.
a teacher, everyone loves him, but at home, he is still a 15-year-old boy. Because when he's at home, that's how he acts.
So what we know about him from this episode is that he lives fully at home with
Yes.
his whole family. Well, I
Yes.
guess his one of the sisters is in college, but like she kind of still seems to live there too. Like
She was there.
they keep referencing that she's in the dorms, but like she's
Yeah.
always there. So
Right.
is she at college? So it's very, I mean, obviously, I'm guessing for the sake of the show, they couldn't just like let all the characters disperse as they aged. But yes, he is still fully living with his family. The college age daughter, forget her name, Carol, she's essentially still living at home. And then there's
Yeah.
two other kids who are younger,
There's
like high
Ben.
school. Yeah, he's like high school age, maybe.
Yes. And
And then there's
maybe
like
is
the little
Carol
one.
or is it Maggie who's the
Maggie's the mom.
sister? Maggie's the mom? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Carol's the sister. And then it seems like there was a later in life child. Like
Yes.
because now they also have a 5-year-old. So
Classic.
I take it that this is like very step by step. I take
Boy Meets
it
World too.
that Boy Meets
They
World.
have
Yeah. Oh yeah,
yeah.
this did
And
happen a
Fresh Prince of
lot.
Bel-Air.
Yeah, wait, is this like they every sitcom they were like, what do we do next?
I
Have
think
them
they
have another kid.
I think so.
Wow, I hadn't even put all it together. So yes, at some point in the series, they had a later in life daughter. Wow, so cliche.
It really is. But again, maybe they did it first. They did it
That's
first,
true.
and
That's
then
true. This
everyone
is
else
yeah, yeah,
followed the
yeah, yeah,
template. Like
yeah,
when we run out of stuff for these parents to do with these
yeah.
teenage kids, let's
Give
throw
them,
in a
yeah, start it
baby.
over. That
Yeah.
is, yeah. They kind of came up with this. Okay, so we digress, but that's what we know about what's his name, Mike Kirk Cameron.
Right.
He's possibly a teacher, and he lives at home and is essentially still a child.
Yes. And he comes across Luke, Leonardo DiCaprio,
Mm, yeah,
who he is a new student, and come to find out
yeah.
that he is, I guess he was sleeping in a closet at the school, and he tells another teacher slash administrator at the school,
Somebody.
and it appears that got him kicked out, and so Mike felt guilty because he was living on the street, I guess, because Mike
Yeah,
found him
I
on the
mean
street, as it seems
he's
like.
homeless. Yeah, so he first tried living in the school. Like kicked him out, and therefore he had to live on the street. Which I'm like, that's not really Mike's fault.
I mean, yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess Mike could have let him keep living in the janitor's closet. But
Yeah, he
anyway,
could
I don't know.
have.
So then he's like fully street urchin, homeless,
Yeah,
and then
but
Mike
yeah.
feels bad.
So he invites him back to his house
Checks out.
because
I mean,
Carol,
why not?
he's got a sister who's supposed to be in college, but apparently is never in college. He's got a whole empty bedroom, and that's how. And this is a very long recap. Explain a whole lot for us, thankfully.
Yes, yes,
But the recap ends with screaming because Luke, I guess, walks into Carol's room when she's actually still sleeping there because
yeah.
she doesn't actually go to college.
This
And
was
we
like
should really be
this.
concerned about this.
This was
Why?
never explained.
What, the Carol not actually
The
in
fact that
college?
Carol was not in college and she was in her bedroom.
Yeah.
And then the
I
fact that she's, again, just always there. Maybe it's explained other times, but it is weird that Mike, who lives there, was like, yeah, my sister doesn't live here, but she clearly does.
yeah. And
Anyway,
I think that her parents need to be worried because if she is like sneaking back into the house to sleep there when she's supposed to be at college, folks, I'm sorry, I hate to break to you, but I don't think she's actually in college anymore. I think she dropped out. Because if that's what's happening, then she's
but
always around instead of at class.
is she never in class? Okay. Well, maybe we'll figure things out as we talk more through the episode with her. But yeah, so Luke is now going to stay with Mike's family. Sounds like a good plan to me.
Yeah, it sounds great. I
Yeah.
mean, but he does invite Luke over without talking to his parents first.
He does live with them.
Yes.
It is his parents' house.
Yes. And so now he's really acting more like a roommate now. Hey, yeah, buddy, just crashed my place. My roommates won't care about it.
Yeah, this was weird to me. Again, I talk about this a lot, but as a former teacher, you're really not supposed to do that. Like, there's a lot of rules about like interaction with students, and maybe he's not technically enrolled as a student, so like it's fine.
No, he's a
Because he's,
student because he tells his parents that he's like his brightest student. So he's definitely enrolled in school there.
I mean, the early 90s, I don't think there were a lot of rules. So it was probably fine back then. But I mean, I think we just have to like let that go for the sake of the story. But yes,
It's a
they are very much
sitcom.
acting like friends. But then I'm like, but then do you then go to school? Like, do you carpool to school? Like, now do you drive him to school to be
Well,
in your
great question.
class? We
Great
didn't
question.
see any of that.
Maybe he makes him take the bus with the other kids.
Guess.
But
Anyway, regardless, he's there.
regardless,
He's there.
he's
The parents find out
there.
in the morning.
The parents are
We got to figure
not
it out.
happy about it, especially the mom. Mom is not excited about this, wants him out. Jason, the doctor, Alan Thicke, he's kind of 50-50 on it, but he
Yeah.
ultimately sides with his wife and the mom.
Yeah.
And they think that he's better off if he goes to a foster home.
Yeah. They're going to help him find foster care. Yeah. You know what I wrote? This is so the OC coded.
Oh,
Okay. Listen,
man.
like,
Wow.
kid doesn't really have a place to go. He's probably from like the wrong side of town.
Uh-huh.
Family member brings him back to the house. The mom's like,
Uh-huh.
no, 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 this is a bad idea. They're clearly a wealthy family, wealthy white
Yeah.
family. Like,
Uh-huh.
we have the means to take care of this kid.
Another white kid.
Little white kid could fit right into this family.
Yeah.
There's a brother who he gets along with. I just feel
But
like, did the creators of the OC watch this episode and be like, we got it. We got to make a whole series, which will be incredible. And Christy will be obsessed with for the rest of her life. It's right there. It's right. The
no,
script is there.
no. I think the creators of Growing Pains went back in time and copied the OC and went back in time to create a sitcom. That's clear.
They
It's
did it.
obviously OC did it first.
Yeah, no, but it was giving me OC vibes. Like this
I
is
like that
Ryan,
take. I
right?
like that.
I know. It
Yes.
just felt very. It's the same idea, same thing.
This is
But yes,
the dramatic. I don't know if you've watched the newest version of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
no, I heard it's good.
Yeah, I like it a lot. But it's like
Okay.
a more dramatic, realistic,
Yeah.
what a realistic
Yeah.
take
Sure.
on the original sitcom.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, maybe OC is the dramatic take on Growing Pains.
Oh. Dun dun dun.
Where does. Okay, so this show takes place somewhere in New York, Long Island, maybe
Could
area.
not understand, but they were referencing Brooklyn.
They were referencing Brooklyn a lot. And they referenced something else too in New York as well. But I
Yeah.
don't think I wrote it down. But yeah, lots of Brooklyn.
Their neighborhood is not like New York City at all.
No,
It's like
no.
they live in the suburbs.
And
So,
yes, Mike even says that too, that we're in the suburbs now.
oh, yeah. Okay. Anyway, so I don't know. I guess somewhere outside of New York, whatever. But whatever it is, I don't know. I gathered that they are clearly wealthy. The reason I know that is because they have a fireplace in their bedroom.
Oh yeah.
That is like peak sign of wealth. Also, a wine fridge in their kitchen in the early 90s. A
Yeah.
wine fridge in the kitchen. I just feel like only the real.
Was that a wine fridge? I that looked more
Yes.
just like a cabinet
No.
than
Oh,
a
no.
wine
Oh,
fridge.
no. That was a wine fridge for
Oh,
like
okay.
wine collectors.
Okay.
These people are they're the Cohens of the of New York in the 90s.
Okay, yes, please, thank
OC
you.
reference.
Put it in terms for me. Thank you.
If we think of
I
it like the
understand.
OC, we'll understand. Anyway, they're clearly wealthy. They clearly can like afford having another kid to take care of. But I don't know, he's a little rough around the edges.
He's a little rough around the edges, and he loves to tell different histories about
Yeah.
himself.
Yes, yes, yes.
So he's told a history about how he was raised outside of like an airfield. He used to wash airplanes. He grew up in Jamaica on a
Mm-hmm.
plantation. And the third one, I forget what the other one
I
was,
remember.
like maybe some like cowboys or something like that,
Yeah, like in
making
like Montana or
pancakes for,
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
So really, you really can't trust a thing he says out of his mouth, and that's what I was thinking too at the end of the
Yeah.
episode too. Was like, even all this stuff, can we actually believe this? Because it's he's
Mm.
one for telling stories. But anyway, I think we're supposed to believe the what happens at the end.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's like a really good con artist, though.
Really
Like
good con
he was
artist.
really believable. I
Yes.
loved it. I loved his stories. It really, this is me referencing future Leo, but like the movie Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It was
Very
like
similar. Yeah.
this was literally like the child version of him and Catch Me If You Can. Like it was very like his vibes here were very much like he's really smart about it. He's like really good at manipulating to like figure out the
Mm-hmm.
circumstances to tell you the best story. Like he literally was just a younger version of who he is in Catch Me If You
Absolutely.
Can, which is a great movie.
Absolutely.
Love that movie. Yeah, he did
Yes.
a great job. I was just like, this is believable con man Leo. Loved it.
Let's quickly talk about Leo's acting.
Okay.
I want to talk about right now.
Yeah, let's do it.
Phenomenal.
Okay, I'm so glad you also fit.
So
He
good.
is such a good actor. Like it is mind-boggling how good he was in
A
this.
step above everyone else.
He was so good.
Yes.
Like every single scene, I was blown away of just like, how is this like child actor just
Yes.
completely stealing every
Yes.
scene? He's so believable. He's so good. Okay, I'm so glad you agree.
Yes. I mean, everyone else, I don't know if it's season 7 or what it is, but again, as we talked about before, maybe they're just dialing it in, but or
Yeah.
maybe this is
I
just
think they're just
the extent of
yeah.
what they can do.
Yeah, it's a sitcom, right? Like
Yeah.
nobody's that serious except Leo.
But then
Very
you bring
serious.
in Leo, and oh my God,
He
he's
was
just knocking it out of the
so
park.
good. So
The
good.
switches from like the the innocence
Yeah.
to then to the lies to then our end scene where he's so emotional,
Yeah.
and it was
You get
phenomenal.
the full range, like the funny, the sad, the manipulative, like it's all
Yes,
there. You can really tell. I mean, obviously now we know how amazing and famous and like all the things he's done, but like I don't know. You can really tell watching this like, oh, this kid's gonna do things. Like he's
yep,
going places. So it actually just makes me happy that he did end up just being a successful. I mean, I know he's got his issues and only dates 18-year-olds as a grown man, like all that stuff. But like you have to acknowledge the talent. And it's
absolutely.
like I'm so glad that he has continued to showcase his talent in different ways. This is a Leo stan right here. I will never stop my love for Leo DiCaprio.
I mean,
Uh,
unless he does something tragically wrong, I think we're all on board here. But then again, I still stand by Mel Gibson. So joking. Yeah. So I mean, the whole story is again that he. Let's quickly get. We're all over the place here, but quick synopsis: he comes home. He is telling everyone lies. He's impressing everyone though, because no one can tell that he's telling different stories to everyone
mhm.
until the mom finds out that the wine is missing, and they come to find out that their entire nice collection of wine is
The
gone.
whole wine fridge is cleaned
Yes,
out.
it's
I would
cleaned out. The daughter finds all the bottles in the trash can,
Okay, let's just
and
pause. The
okay,
5-year-old daughter.
yeah.
This is like the best part of the whole thing is the 5-year-old daughter is the one who's like, look at all these empty wine bottles in the trash. I'm like,
Not
I love
only that, she's like, "What have I told you all about recycling?" I'm like, "That's a that's an 80-year-old woman in a 5-year-old's
yeah,
body trying to tell everyone about
I loved it.
recycling." And she even says, "Fine, I'll sort it out." Like she's like,
Yes.
apparently this is she's. I mean, it's her future, right? It's her
But
future Earth, so she's got to make sure
that's true.
everyone's recycling.
That's
But
true. But she's on top of this wine bottle like case
yes,
situation.
yes,
So yeah, they're all gone. And again, I would be I don't know if I'd be more mad that like my wine is gone or especially if it's like my nice wine that's in the wine fridge, or that the child staying in my house potentially drank it all.
I think this is where the show did a good job because feel like this is like a classic sitcom trope, right? Where
Hmm.
you immediately think that it is
He's a
the
bad
new,
kid.
yeah, the bad kid, or the characters think it's the bad kid,
Hmm.
and but then usually it's there's something else, another reason why the whatever is missing, or it's in this case that the wine's missing, right? And so I honestly thought I was like, it's not Leo, it's something else, like
Same. Well, and
someone
and
else did something, or
and Mike did make a good point where he's like, does he act drunk or hungover? And I
yeah,
was like, thank you. Like in none of these scenes does he remotely seem like he's been
right.
drinking. And also wine. Like, I don't know. Wine just feels like an odd choice for like a 13-year-old to be downing like 15 bottles of. So it did seem fishy. But yes, of course, the parents are like, this kid can't stay in this house. Like, he's clearly trouble. What?
And the parents are very chill about this. I mean, Alan Thicke just barely
Yeah.
gets angry. He's like, he needs help,
And
and
I
we need to
will
get him.
say,
I'm like,
I
go
did
ahead.
appreciate that their instinct was like, let's get him into a treatment facility. Like, I honestly did like, I was kind of impressed with the way they handled the storyline. I don't know if I expected something different from the early 90s, but the fact that the parents are like, we're mad, but more like, we want you to get help. Like, we're really worried about you and your health. And even Mike's like, this is really bad for you. Like, drinking alcohol could really hurt you. I was like, wow, they're just like trying to help him. It was really nice.
And I think it's probably for that, right? To make sure
Mm.
that we are positioning this as kind of like an after school special
Yeah, it really
where
was like
we
after school
are
special.
gonna
Yeah.
push getting help, but
Yeah.
also because of what Leo's story is that they can't make the parents get angry because that then does also tie into Leo's fears, which is what we come to find out is that Leo did do this, but he didn't drink it.
Hmm.
He was just dumping all the alcohol down the drain
Same.
and throwing away the bottles. Because for him, as we come to find out, is that he has a very troubled past.
Hmm.
And his stepfather,
Hmm.
he used to drink.
Hmm.
And when he drank, he beat
Hmm.
Luke, he beat his mom.
Hmm.
And after his mom died, used to beat him even more.
Hmm.
So it
Yeah.
is tragic. So in
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
young mind,
Yeah.
he associates he calls alcohol a poison, and so that is what he associates, and that's what he thinks is going to happen
Hmm.
because it's going to happen to
The dad. This
to the
dad.
dad, yeah, to
Yeah.
Alan Thicke's character that because even Mike makes a joke and says that
Yeah.
his dad gets angry a lot or something
Yeah.
like that, right? So yeah, it was quite sad,
Yeah.
quite
It
sad.
it honestly, I was again like really impressed. And I guess Full House, I remember doing this too. Like they would go from like having like a kind of silly episode to like all of a sudden it would be this like really meaningful after school special. I didn't expect. I wonder if this happens every episode or if like do we just happen to watch that one that was like really heavy, but it got very deep. And again, to see Leo, like his range here, he can go from being this con artist, being silly, making jokes to like you feel for this child and you like really believe that he went through this and like he's terrified. He's a child, right? He doesn't know any better and he just wants to feel safe and comforted. And I don't know. Leo did such a good job, but the whole, and I think everybody did. I think the scene was really well done.
It was. It really
Yeah.
was. I think this is all around great acting. Best acting of the whole episode was in
Yeah.
this scene.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then of course, like especially the mom is like, "Okay, like you can stay with us," right? Which I get, right? I
Yeah.
get that instinct as well. Again, very OC coded, right? Like after they try to bring Ryan back home and clearly his home is not safe for him, they bring him back and then Kirsten, loves him and doesn't want to leave him. So like it's very OC coded. But I thought they did a really good job with it. So, and I guess now he's like going to live with them. Like
I guess
I'm
so.
assuming he's in the whole season. So I'm assuming like but I didn't they still kind of say like, "Oh, until we like find you a foster
Yes.
home?" Cuz
Yes.
that's part of the episode is them keep like finding him a foster home and like Mike's taking him to like shop for neighborhoods of like where his foster home could be and I'm like, "Is that how it works?" Like do we shop around for a foster home, or is it just like
Maybe in the 90s it
maybe
was.
yeah, maybe it was different back then, but yeah. So I don't know. I do wonder, like, are they just going to end up adopting him, or will he keep looking for a foster home? I don't know.
I mean, if I was gonna bet, I think they're gonna end up adopting him
Hmm.
later on. Maybe that could, I mean, that would be a pretty nice part of the like series finale
Yeah,
is
yeah,
if they adopt
that's true.
him.
I mean, they seem like they're all for having a big family. Their kids never leave them. Clearly,
Nope.
like Mike's never leaving. Again, we didn't really talk about the Mike of it all, but like Mike as a full grown adult is still like doing chores, but he doesn't even do his chores. The parents just do his chores for him. He's, what words did I write down about him? Like entitled, immature, child.
100%.
That's how I
Yes.
would
All
describe
the above.
Mike.
All the above.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they all are. They all these kids are,
Yeah. Yeah.
except for the youngest one, except for Chrissy.
Yeah. The
You know,
5 year old,
she's the only
honestly,
responsible one here.
like she did more for the house and the family than any of these other
Yeah,
kids.
yeah.
She's 5. But we didn't really talk about Ben, the other brother.
Well, let's talk about Ben.
Yeah, yeah, because
What
that's kind
a
of a little bit of a side story.
little bit of a side story. He is kind of the like middle. Oh, I guess at one point he's probably the youngest child, but now he is the
Yeah, now he's
second
not. Yeah,
youngest child,
yeah,
and he is the I guess for lack of a better word, the prick of the family. I mean, he kind of
yeah,
seems to egg on his
yeah,
sister a
yes,
lot, and we see him after Carol brings Luke into her room, shows him around, shows this big giant dog that she cherishes and loves, but says that Ben
yeah.
is not anywhere allowed near this dog, this big
This
stuffed
big
dog.
stuffed dog.
Yeah. But then as soon as she leaves the room, Ben comes in and goes on a very, very extended, way too long scene of
Yeah.
beating up this dog.
It
And
is really weird that they devoted a good probably like 45 seconds of airtime to watching him beat up a stuffed dog.
it was at
It was
first
weird.
it was a chuckle, and then it just
Huh.
kept going and
It
going,
just
and I
kept
was like, well,
going.
I'm getting uncomfortable right now. This is just going on way too long. I think there's something more going on here with this
Hmm.
kid if he has to spend this much time beating the shit out of
Beating
this
up a
stuffed
dog.
dog. Yeah.
It was super weird. I'm glad you picked up on that as well. I do not know why. I mean, did they just need to fill time? It was
That's
super weird.
probably a good guess there.
Yes. But anyway, so he, I guess, ends up talking to Luke about like Luke's whole movie theater scams, I guess. Because Luke is, I don't know, what was he even talking about? Like, does he stay at the theater all day or something?
Yeah, he was saying that sometimes he sleeps at the theater
Oh,
too.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so he would break into the theaters or sneak into the
Sneak
theaters.
in. Yeah.
And Ben got very excited when he heard that. So he's
Yeah.
asking like, "What? How do you do it?" And
Yeah.
so I guess we find out later how he does it. So do you want to tell us, Christy, how does Ben sneak to the movie theaters?
First of all, like watching this movie theater scene, I'm like, this is so 90s movie theater. Like you've
Oh, yeah.
got your what do you even call the usher, like movie theater attendant in his full
Oh,
like
we need
movie
to also
theater
talk about this
outfit.
guy too. We need to talk about this guy too.
Yeah.
But keep going, keep
Like the
going.
movie theater security is there, but if you, I guess, like pick up a stub that they had just like thrown on the ground, like somebody's ticket stub, then you can lie and be like, oh, this is my ticket stub. I just saw the movie. I need to go back into the theater. I left my wallet or whatever in there. And like if you're savvy, like Leo, that would work and you could get back into the theater and then just stay there all day. But if you're a freaking tool like Ben and like completely fall all over yourself and make yourself seem so suspicious and so obvious, this usher in his full garb will not believe you and will somehow literally bring you back to your house like a police officer.
Literally bring you back to your house. You work at the movie theater as an usher slash bouncer slash who knows what you are, but you get a really neato outfit, costume,
Yes.
uniform,
Yes.
but you are able to, when you catch kids sneaking into the movie theaters, you are allowed to, as a random stranger, I guess, drive that kid home to their
Mm-hmm.
house.
Yeah.
Red flags all around. This guy
Mm-hmm.
is not, should not be trusted with minors, should
No.
not be trusted with anyone.
No.
Well, I don't know
And the
why
parents are
they're
just
driving
like,
home.
oh man, this movie theater usher brought you home. Shame on you. I'm like, shame on Ben. Like,
Yes.
this adult just had your child in the car with him. Like, he's
I
not
think
a police officer.
this could be considered kidnapping.
Literally, like,
Could be.
I don't know. Obviously, it's for the show, for a joke, but I was very
All
taken aback
sitcom.
by that. Like, it's a joke, whatever. But yes, it the amount of like authority and power this movie theater usher seemed to have was very unrealistic, very bizarre. Like I think of like, I don't know, I feel like one of our friends was a movie theater usher back in the day, and I can't imagine him grabbing a kid, like ripping him out, dragging it. Like he would have just been like, whatever. I don't care.
I
My
think
job is to stand here.
two of our friends and the
Okay.
two least likely people to, kick anyone out worked in a movie theater. Yeah.
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 So anyway, it obviously was a side story to try to show that like, oh no, like Luke is a bad influence because Ben's now being brought home by the authorities. The theater
The
attendant, the theater
the
ushers.
theater authorities. Yeah. So yeah, that Ben is a fuck up, and movie theater attendants in this town, in
They're taking it way too
wherever this is, Long
seriously.
Island, state of New York, can just drive random kids around. It's '90s. It was the '90s. Who
That's true.
knows?
I mean, also like Ben just like went to the movies by himself. How did he get there? I guess maybe
Great
it's
question.
walkable. It's walkable in their town.
In this suburb.
Ride your bikes, I
Yeah.
guess. I mean, we went places as kids. Nobody asked questions. Anyway, Ben is clearly like the comic relief. I mean, they're all having their jokes and stuff, but Ben
Right.
seems like to be one of the main comic relief characters,
Yeah.
which I appreciate.
Absolutely.
I didn't hate him. I thought it was funny.
Yeah. He's fine.
He was fine. Yeah. But I think that was like the only other big story.
Yeah, it was a pretty short episode. Again, a lot of acting range from Leo in this, probably 22 minutes.
Yeah. Honestly.
And
This should have been like his whole portfolio.
it
Like
should have.
every audition from here on out, please just watch this episode. Like you can see everything I'm capable of. Hire him immediately. I mean, he got the gig of Jack Dawson in Titanic. Like that's the gig of a lifetime, honestly. So
He's coming out with a new movie right now. It's coming
yeah,
out
I know.
pretty
I just
soon.
literally like as I was watching this saw a commercial for his
Oh, you
new
did? Yeah.
for like his
Looks
new
pretty
movie
good.
or whatever.
Looks pretty good.
I mean, I will say, as much as I love Leo, I feel like most of his portfolio is stuff that I'm not really interested in. I just feel like he does a lot of like, I don't know, like gang, like
Gangs in New York.
drugs, like just, I don't know, like that type of stuff or like violence, like dark. I don't know. I'm not into any of that. Like I was into Catch Me If You Can.
If I
I don't
am
think of anything else. I liked Wolf of Wall Street.
Wall Street, yeah.
Like that was great. Great
Actually,
Gatsby.
Great Gatsby's a great one.
But that's more my vibe.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen any of his like more serious, darker stuff.
Yeah, have you seen Gangs in New York? Oh, I mean, yeah, amazing movie.
No, I believe it.
And
Like
he's not even like the best one
yeah.
in that movie, right? It's
Yeah. No,
Daniel
and I,
Day-Lewis.
I again appreciate that. I'm sure he is extremely talented in all these things. A lot of them are just like, not for me. But
Yeah,
I
fair
can
enough.
appreciate him. I can still see him and his beauty.
I will say my own little thing here is, for the longest time, obviously he's a phenomenal actor. My only
Okay.
thing, my take on a good actor is when
Okay.
an actor can be the lead and be amazing, but also be a supporting actor and be amazing. And for the longest time, like, he was only doing lead stuff.
I mean,
And
when you look like that,
I mean, but still, you gotta take some
sure.
supporting and to
Sure.
show like
Sure.
your range, right? And but then he did Django Unchained. Don't know if you've seen that
Okay.
one.
Oh, I did see that one. Yeah.
He plays, and he always like usually always plays like the hero in his movies,
Yeah.
or the good guy. In Django Unchained, he's a supporting actor and he plays a villain, and fantastic. Prove to me you can be a
Yeah.
well-rounded actor, Leo. So boom, you're up
There
there.
we go. This is literally just a Leo DiCaprio stan podcast
It
now.
is.
So I hope
Yeah.
everybody is
Yeah.
really in on that. I should have honestly like brought my Leo posters to hang
Oh my
behind me
God. That would
today.
have been
Just
so
kidding. They're
good.
probably like in a box in my parents' basement.
Really, they're still up in her
Let's be
bedroom, folks.
honest.
They're still in her
They're
bedroom.
honestly, if I had it my way, they would still be hanging up in my childhood bedroom, but it's been converted to
Oh no,
like
I
a
meant your adult
room.
bedroom.
So, oh, my
Your
adult bedroom. Okay,
yeah,
I'll
just
think on
think
that
about
one.
it.
I'll see.
Think about
Talk
it,
to my husband about that.
some redecoration.
See if that's in the cards for me. Anyway, but I think that's all. I mean, ultimately, great episode for Leo and happy that he now has a nice family, a rich family. Like he's going to be living in the lap of luxury now. I'm
Yeah.
happy for him.
Yeah. I think
It's gonna be great.
I wonder if every episode is like this, or did we just get really damn lucky
Yeah.
with this one to get this
Yeah.
full range from him?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was great.
It's great.
All right, so
All right.
let's go on over to acting quality on a
Yeah.
rating system where A, best acting out there, to F, being the worst acting out there. What you got for me?
This is so hard. Leo A plus. Like honestly, just like so good. I mean, nobody else was like terrible, but it was like very classic sitcom acting. I'll average it to a B, but Leo is the A. Everybody else is like the C. So
I am hearing what you're saying, and I'm going to take a similar take. I'm going to
okay.
separate the two, okay?
Okay, well, you didn't tell me we could do that.
Just I'm
He's
creating
making up
my
the rules.
own rubric now. This is my class, okay,
Okay,
now, and I'm
fine.
making my own grading scale here
Sure.
because I don't want him to because he's going to skew. He's going to skew the median here.
Exactly. I know.
So Leo, yes, A plus acting in this one.
Amazing.
Way to go, buddy. And everyone else was a B.
Yeah,
So
fine. Okay.
all right.
We
So
agree.
then let's go over to our rock rating. This is our representation of color scoring based on the number of POCs that were in the episode. On a 0 where there were no POCs at all in the episode, to 10 where it's got a fully diverse cast.
Mm-hmm.
And for this one, it is 0. I did not see a
Literally no. Not
single
even like a background
person
character.
of color in this episode. No one at all. So yeah, that's going against you there, Growing Pains. This is the 90s. Come on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you think about any other like TGIF show, I mean, Family Matters was its own, cast, but Full House,
Mhm.
Step by Step, Boy Meets
True.
World.
True.
Yeah, Boy Meets World got a black character
Yes, they
eventually.
did. They had a few. But again, I will, I guess, in their defense, this episode did take almost exclusively in
Yeah.
the
It was literally just their
house.
family. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The only
That's fair.
scenes where they weren't were when essentially Ben went to the movie
The movie
theaters,
theater.
which, oh wait, maybe there was one POC background actor walking around.
I'd have to
Anyway,
rewatch.
whatever.
Okay. Still not great.
I'm
Not great.
yeah, not great. Not
Stick
great.
with the 0.
Yeah. I mean the movie theater attendant bouncer, right? You could have made them a
Right.
POC, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyway,
No, they could have. They could have.
whatever. All right. Finally, Christy, did you like it?
Did. I thought this was a great episode as we talked about from start to finish. So much going on. Leo was so good. I was entertained. And like at the end, I was very riveted. At the end, I was like, oh my God, this ending. Like they had the sappy music going. I was like, this is so beautiful. Like this twist. I didn't expect it. Anyway, I really did enjoy it. What about you?
If it weren't for Leo, this would have been a very different conversation this episode. But yeah, because of Leo,
Yeah.
it was good.
Yeah.
If it weren't for him, even my wife producer said she wasn't like I get the feeling that she wasn't super enthralled with this episode. And
Interesting.
she said I remember the earlier episodes being
Okay.
better, but they do all have a very similar template where hijinks, something happens, which dramatic happens, changes everyone's opinion. Everyone
Yeah.
learns a lesson at the end of the
Yep.
episode, and everyone's happy at the end. So I think this is the
Classic.
same, classic sitcom.
Classic family sitcom.
Yeah. But
Love it.
if it weren't for Leo, Freedom Conversation,
Thank God for
it
Leo. He
was,
saved it.
it was pretty good. All
Love you,
right.
Leo.
Love you, Leo. And next time on the random Leo
Special guest.
episode.
I was like, special guest. We've got him flying in from LA. If only.
If only. All right. Well, thank you everyone for listening. Remember to follow us on Spotify or wherever you're listening or watching. And if you like what you hear, please rate us 5 stars. Also, make sure to follow us on Instagram at the Random Episode Pod. Finally, and most importantly, come back next week for our next random episode.